On this video we're taking a look at our MLB team and total picks for the games that are happening on Sunday, April 10, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Minnesota Twins vs Seattle Mariners. Our first pick is Seattle Mariners for the win. And here is why. Seattle posted a couple of runs in the top of the first inning Friday. That was enough to eke through with a 2-1 victory in the opener. On Saturday, the Mariners were down going into the 9th inning. Seattle managed a pair of runs for a comeback win 4-3. Starter Logan Gilbert lasted 5.0 innings with 1 earned. The Seattle Mariners finished 18 games above .500 last year, but they just missed out on making the postseason as a wildcard team. Seattle has picked up where they left off by winning their first 2 games of the season. The Mariners have pitched well in the early going, as they have allowed a total of 4 runs in the first 2 games against the Twins. Seattle was average last year on the mound, ranking 16th in the league in ERA at 4.30. In yesterday's game, they won by a score of 4-3, and getting the start was Logan Gilbert, who allowed just 1 error on 3 hits in 5.0 innings of work. Andres Munoz got the win in the contest, but did allow 2 errors and a hit in 1 inning of work. The Minnesota Twins were an average offensive team last year as they ranked 15th in scoring, putting up 4.50 RPG. The offense was expected to be better this year, especially with the addition of Carlos Correa, but that has not been the case, as Minnesota has scored a total of 4 runs through their first 2 games. They hope to get their offense going against Marco Gonzalez, who has struggled against them in his career. In the 4-3 loss yesterday, Minnesota had just 4 total hits while striking out 14 teams. Byron Buxton, 1, and Luis Arias, 1, did go deep in the contest, but it just wasn't enough. Our second pick is under 8.5. The Mariners are off to a good start after winning their first 2 games of the season. They will try to keep the momentum going with another win over the Twins, which will give them their 3rd win in a row and the series sweep. The Twins are off to a slow start after losing their first 2 games of the season. They will try to put an end to their losing streak with a win over the Mariners, which will give them their first win of the season and preventing an opening series sweep. Kansas City Royals vs Cleveland Guardians. Our first pick is Kansas City Royals. The Cleveland Guardians just can't string together any offense, as they've been held to 1 run through their first 19 innings. The Guardians struck out 10 times in Saturday's loss. The Guardians look to avoid their first 0-3 start since the 2009 season. Stephen Kwan leads the Guardians with 3 hits, while Loz Ramirez and Miles Straw have combined for 4 hits and 1 RBI. Cal Quantrill gets the ball, and he was 8-3 with a 2.89 ERA and 121 strikeouts last season. Quantrill is 3-0 with a 2.66 ERA and 16 strikeouts in his career against the Royals. Cleveland got a fairly solid game from their pitching staff, but their Punch and Judy lineup failed to generate much in the way of offense, sending them to a loss in the opener Thursday. The Indians have to find a way to generate more offensive production if they hope to be any sort of contender in the AL Central this season. Against Kansas City, Cleveland finished with only 7 hits in the game with Miles Straw, the only player with 2. Jose Ramirez had the lone extra base hit for the Guardians, with an RBI double in the 4th inning. Shane Bieber didn't factor in the decision as he threw 4.2 innings, allowing 1 run on 3 hits with no walks and 4 strikeouts. Tristan McKenzie, 0-1, took the loss on the mound in relief as he threw 3 innings, allowing 2 runs on 2 hits with 2 walks and 1 strikeout. Kansas City managed to earn a victory in their regular season opener, but didn't set the world on fire offensively. The Royals look to build on the win and get their young guys acclimated to the major league level at the same time. Against Cleveland in the opener, the Royals finished with just 5 hits, with no player having more than 1 in the contest. Nicky Lopez doubled home a run in the 5th inning to tie the game, while rookie Bobby Witt Jr. doubled home the winning run in the bottom of the 8th. He scored an insurance run as he scored on an RBI single by Andrew Benintendi later in the frame. Zach Greinke didn't factor in the decision as he threw 5.2 innings, allowing 1 run on 5 hits with 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Scott Barlow, 1-0, earned the win in relief as he threw 2 scoreless frames, allowing 2 hits with no walks and 3 strikeouts. And our second pick is under 8.5. Cleveland hasn't played well offensively so far, scoring 1 run in their first 2 games. Their .212 batting average is 19th in the league. Their .297 on-base percentage is 18th, while their .242 slugging percentage is 27th. Jose Ramirez leads the Guardians with a .250 batting average. He has 2 hit and 1 RBI for the Guardians through 2 games. Cleveland's pitching has been very good through their first 2 games, giving up 4 total runs. Opponents have a .179 batting average against the Guardians, which is 6th in the league. Their 3.38 ERA is 13th, while their 0.88 WHIP is 4th. Cal Quantrill did a good job on the mound for the Guardians last season, going 8-3 with a 2.89 ERA. He was 3-0 with a 3.05 ERA in 4 games against the Royals last season. Kansas City hasn't been very good offensively, scoring 4 runs in their first 2 games. Their .179 batting average is 25th in the league. Their .233 on-base percentage is 27th, while their .286 slugging percentage is 22nd. Andrew Benintendi leads the Royals with a .500 batting average. He has 4 hits and 1 RBI for the Royals this season. Kansas City's pitching has been better than expected, with the team giving up 1 run in 2 games. Opponents have a .212 batting average against the Royals, which is 11th in the league. Their 1.00 ERA is 2nd, while their 1.22 WHIP is 13th. Chris Bubic had a losing record for the Royals last season, going 6-7 with a 4.43 ERA. He didn't start a game against the Guardians last season, but he had a 3.00 ERA in 2 relief appearances against them. St. Louis Cardinals vs Pittsburgh Pirates. St. Louis -1.5. The Pittsburgh Pirates will look to salvage a win and avoid the sweep after falling to 0-2 with a 6-2 loss to the Cardinals on Saturday. Yoshi Tsutsugo accounted for both of Pittsburgh's RBIs, going 2 for 4 at the dish. Kebrian Hayes went 2 for 4 with a double, while Kevin Newman and Diego Castillo each had a double as well. Roberto Perez, Brian Reynolds and Daniel Vogelbach each had a base hit to finish off the offense for Pittsburgh as a team in the loss. Mitch Keller took the loss after allowing 4 earned runs on 6 hits while striking out 4 over 4 innings of work. Bryce Wilson will start here and was 1-4 with a 4.91 ERA in 8 starts for the Pirates last season. It was at least more competitive than the 9-0 beatdown on opening day, but the Pirates are still searching for their first win after losing again in St. Louis on Saturday. Yoshi Tsutsugo hit a sac fly in the top of the first and an RBI single in the third to give Pittsburgh 2 separate leads before St. Louis dominated the rest of the game. The Cardinals have hopes of reclaiming the NL Central title from Milwaukee this season and are playing well in every facet so far, with 2 easy wins over Pittsburgh. Nolan Arenado got the Cardinals on the board in the bottom of the first with an RBI double, while later adding a second-run scoring double, and Paul DeJong's 2-run shot in the third gave St. Louis the lead for good. Our second pick is over 7.5. Pittsburgh was on the losing end of yesterday's 6-2 Balgam, where they were plus 150 underdogs. The total barely snuck over the 7.5 mark set by the odds makers. Mitch Keller took the hill for the Pirates yesterday, and he lasted 4.0 IP and allowed 4 earned runs on 6 hits and 2 walks. He also struck out 4 Cardinal hitters. The offense was productive, but unable to convert their 9 hits into runs. Budding star Kebrian Hayes collected 2 hits over 4 at-bats and drew a walk as well. He's one of the few bright spots moving forward in the franchise, and he just inked an 8-year, $70 million contract extension. All is well for St. Louis Cardinals fanatics through the first 2 games of the season. They cashed as -154 favorites yesterday and will be looking for their 3rd straight win at home today. Miles McCollum toed the rubber for the Cards yesterday, and it was a fairly underwhelming start in relation to what St. Louis fans were expecting. McCollum went 3.2 innings, allowed 2 earned runs on 6 hits, and issued a pair of free passes. I think St. Louis fans were expecting a bit more stability out of their current number 2 starting pitcher. Offensively, the Cardinals collected 10 hits thanks to a 4-4 day from Nolan Arenado. The star third baseman hit 3 doubles and drove in 3 runs. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.